G'day to you guys, my name is Luke and this is my brother Joel and we are For King and Country.
And we have been SoundExchange members since 2013. So our dad was a concert promoter in Australia. So he'd bring loads of artists and bands, you know, in the 80s with like the hair metal and like the spandex and all of that. That's what we grew up on. So I remember some of my first memories were like looking at vinyl 45 records as a 5-year-old, just blasting it over the record system. Fast forward a few years, the early 90s, our dad was offered a job in the United States and he'd lost a lot of money actually on a tour in Australia. So packed 16 suitcases, sold what little we had left, 6 kids and 1 on the way. Mum and Dad and all of us moved from Brisbane, Australia, at that point to Nashville, Tennessee, or Nashville, Tennessee, country music capital of the United States. And then music really was kind of the through line to our whole lives, because when we got to Nashville, Dad lost his job. Our older sister, Rebecca, started singing as kind of a gospel singer. We started traveling with her as cheap labor. Dad managed her, he manages us. He looked around, he realized he needed a road crew, so he put us, his sons, 5 sons all together. We did the lighting, we did the sound, we did background vocals, stage managing. And that's where really, I think for both of us, we fell in love with music as young adults, as teenagers. And really, For King and Country probably wouldn't be in existence if it weren't for that history leading up to this point.
Yeah, well the first recording you have 5 or 6 years to make it, really. You know, you develop it for so long, and so there was an excitement about the first one in the sense of we finally got to kind of achieve part of the dream, which was to release an album. So there was something about that, you know, the first time that you'll never ever forget. And then the second album kind of becomes, can you follow it up? Can you actually do it to where...
And you got the deadline.
You got the deadlines, you've got
touring.
a year to make it instead of the 5. You know, can you do it? And so there was a challenge on trying to make sure that, were we going to like remain a player in music, or was it just going to be, well, they had an album that did okay and you never hear from them again, you know, that type of thing. And then this third one, I think you've established yourself a little bit. And I think that creates some opportunity to risk a little bit. It creates an opportunity to, when you write something that's very personal, people listen a little bit closer. And so when it comes to a favorite, I don't know, they all feel so different in a roundabout way, but the last one feels the most honest and the most personal, but it was also probably the most difficult. But most of the time, when something becomes the most difficult, it actually produces the most fruit.
Music has a way of doing some remarkable things. You know, it can spur you on that run. It can kind of pull you out of the depths of despair after that breakup. But even more than that, it can unite people. It can kind of change the way you think about something or someone. It can heal. I've seen it heal relationships, even to the point of people in hospital. I have people write in songs that were written about Luke had a struggle with illness, or, you know, very personal things, and they say, man, I was in a hospital bed, you know, facing chemo, and this was my anthem. And I feel like in 2018 and beyond, music is more important for the human condition than ever. The arts, really, in general, because it can be this statement of what unifies us is stronger than what divides us, and we believe that. And you know, even you look at right behind us tonight, you're going to have 7,000 people piled into this room from all different walks of life, all different ethnicities, different religious beliefs, different positions, and yet we're going to be singing one song tonight, and we're going to have this moment together. And so I hope that as we step forward, that artists, and this is really a charge to each of you that are watching, that we really dig deep, write honestly, you know, write truthfully, write candidly, write with you know, people around you. For King and Country is a band of collaboration. And finally, I would say, you know, in all of that, write hopefully. Because that's one of the things I feel like we're suffering from right now, is everyone needs a bit of hope. Come, they told me.
Ba-ra-pa-pum-pum.
That's all you get. That's all you get of Little Drummer Boy from For King and Country right there.